Article 3, membership. So ito importante. Section 1, members, every homeowner or purchaser of house and or lot in Sierra Vista, Ayala Phase 2 shall be automatically become a member of the association upon acceptance of the housing unit as provided in the contract to sell. So nung upon turnover, no? Turnover, meron po tayong binayaran na membership fee, tama? Kasama siya doon sa move-in fee. So automatically lahat po ng nag-move in dito is automatic member of the subdivision.
Yung membership fee po natin nakastipulate doon sa contract to sell natin na lahat pinirmahan. So hindi na po tayo mag-identify mamaya kung magkano yung membership dues. I-apply na lang natin yung nag-agree na tayo prior doon sa ano natin, sa adoption ng bylaw. So yun na rin po, carry over na lang natin yung 1,800.
Okay, Section 2, application of members. Unless membership is compulsory or automatic, all applications for membership shall be subject to the approval of the Board of Trustees, Directors. Membership shall become effective upon approval by the board of the application for membership and upon payment of the membership fee. So, dahil automatic members naman tayo, medyo hindi naman na siya applicable. In case lang na there are yung mga ibang pasalo, no? Mga other members na ano. So, termination of membership. Membership is association is terminated once the member ceases to be a homeowner. So, pag hindi na kayo naging hindi na kayo may-ari ng bahay, hindi na po kayo member. So, ito, importante, rights of a member. A member shall have the following rights: to avail, enjoy basic community services and the use of common areas, facilities, provided the member is in good standing; to inspect association books, records during office hours, and to be provided upon request with a copy of annual reports including financial statements at the member's own expense; to participate, vote, and be eligible for any elective or appointed office of the association subject to the qualification as provided in this bylaws; to participate in association meetings, election, and referenda provided that the member is in good standing; to enjoy all other rights as may be provided in the bylaws. Duties and responsibilities of a member: A, to timely pay association dues, fees, and other assessments; B, to support and participate in the projects, activities, and affairs of the association; C, to attend meetings in the association; and D, to comply with the bylaws, policies, rules, and regulations, and deeds of restrictions of the association. So it is very important that you know the stipulations under the bylaws po. So, voting rights, each member shall be entitled to one vote regardless of the number of properties owned. So kung marami kayong bahay, isang vote lang po tayo. Delinquent member? Delinquent member? Discuss pa natin. Not member in goods natin. Sige. So Section 8, delinquent member or member not in good standing. So kanina niyo pa naririnig yung member not in good standing, no? So a member in good standing is a member who complies with the duties and responsibilities of being a member. So yung sinabi ko kanina, yung nagbabayad ng monthly dues, always supporting and participate on the projects and activities of our associations, and etc. etc. So, failure to pay at least 3 cumulative monthly dues or membership fees and or other charges and or assessments despite repeated demands by the association, you will be disqualified. Failure to attend membership meetings in person or by proxy without any justifiable reason for at least 3 consecutive general membership meetings despite receipt of notice. Finding of repeated violation and non-compliance with including but not limited to final orders and directives, pertinent laws, rules, and regulations and policies issued by duly constituted authorities, these bylaws, and the association policies or rules and regulations. commission of conduct inimical to the interests of the association or the community and determined by the board for competent proof and other due notice and hearing to have been committed by the member. So basically, ano lang, let's be a good citizen sa association natin, ganun lang. So yung procedure, siguro, you can just scroll down yung procedure on declaring a member delinquent na lang kasi nandun yung qualification eh. Medyo mahaba siya, so i-skip na natin. Sanctions against the delinquent member or a member not in good standing. The right and privileges of a member are suspended upon declaration of delinquency by the board. Such suspension shall extend to his or her co-owners or homeowners or lessees as applicable and all those residing in his property. So mawawalan ng right to enjoy ng being a member yung mga delinquent. Yes, ma'am. Yes, po. Sige po.
Excuse me. Hindi ako lagi ng kasi na siya kong asawa na stroke. So, ako naman ay magbabayad kung ano man ang sasabihin ninyo, whatever. So, hindi siguro ako matatag na delinquent member.
Okay lang po yan. Sabi ko nga po, as discussed, any justifiable reason
Yes.
will do. So you have to notify na lang po siguro.
Okay.
So, meron naman pong magbibigay ng mga notice bahay-bahay.
Thank you.
Po. So, sa Article 4, yes ma'am. Sorry ma'am, medyo malayo yung ating ano.
Wala tayong wireless. Wala tayong wireless next.
Oo, wala tayong
Yung sa right,
Wait lang po, wait lang.
Galing
Hello po. Sa voting rights po, nakalagay kasi each member shall be entitled to one vote regardless of the number of properties owned. A member may exercise his voting right in person or by proxy. So, ibig sabihin, kahit marami yung bahay mo, isa lang yung boto na ano, hindi ba pwede na, kasi since babayaran din naman yung, kung halimbawa, 3 yung property niya dito, magbabayad naman siya ng monthly dues per property. Hindi ba pwedeng per property yung maging vote? Kasi pwede naman na siya, asawa niya, anak niya, yung boto.
That would entail redundancy of vote kasi we're isang person ka lang naman eh. So
Pero basta-
the membership described doon sa as a person ka. So not necessarily na bahay mo to. Not per unit naman yung definition ng membership. So as a person, entitled ka lang to just one vote. So
Pero di ba yung membership is binayaran din siya per bahay? Parang
yeah,
privilege kasi siya per bahay. Kagaya ng sabi ko, pwedeng ako yung bumoto sa isa, asawa ko sa isa, anak ko sa isa. Depende sa properties niya.
you want to answer that? Sir Eric?
Hello ma'am. Not unless ma'am ipapangalan. Ipapangalan dun sa ano. Po, yung property. Kasi by technicalities ma'am, nakapangalan lahat po siya kay father. Not unless ipapangalan niya po kay anak, kay ano. May rights na rin po silang bumoto. Eto.
Kasi nakalagay po dito na pwede naman po bumoto, yun nga by proxy or by ano, yun na po yung nililinaw ko.
Yun na ma'am.
So hindi siya pwede.
Di ba?
Not unless ma'am, i-donate niya na or na-transfer na yung phone.
Hindi, kasi ang nakalagay nga by proxy, so pwede siya na yung ang bumoto is anak ko or
Or
asawa
just
ko.
unit ma'am.
Oo.
Pero halimbawa,
So parang sinasuggest ko lang na instead na per person, bakit hindi na lang siya gawin na per property? Yung rights to vote.
Sir Erickson, clarification lang. Let's say I bought 3 properties in Axia. And then membership fee ko is 1,800. Are you charging the 2 other properties under my name? Or since individual membership, so I can only be charged once? Yun yung point ni Ma'am eh.
Kasi monthly dues, magiging per property din siya eh, hindi naman per person.
Kasi when we say membership, we are talking about individual person, not the property. So gusto ko i-clarify kung ang binayaran ba ng tatlong, yung may-ari ng tatlong units is tatlong 1/8 din ang siningil or isa lang?
Ganon.
Okay, so based dito, meron tayong dalawang property na binili. So dalawang 1/8 ang siningil. So if it is by membership, kahit na ilang property, dapat 1/8 lang, di ba? Kasi we are considering membership on individual basis, not per unit. Tama po? Or iba ang policy ni developer. Kasi if that is gonna be, you know, a gray area in our bylaws, then we can put that matter on the table for further discussion. But for now, if I am going to implement the bylaws, we will apply membership 1/8 regardless of the number of property you own. Kung nagbayad na tayo, wala na po tayong magagawa. So moving on, yun yung apply natin. Ang membership natin is based on individual person, not per unit. Okay po. Siguro kung kasi hindi naman natin magdidiktahan sa developer dahil wala pa naman tayong organization dati. So kung ano yung policy nila, susumunod tayo. Now, we are creating our own policy. So moving on, since we will discuss this for further discussion, so we'll lay the matter on the table muna regarding membership dues. But to me personally, if I own 5 units, and I can only be charged 1 membership fee. Kasi wala namang tao yung iba under my name pa rin, di ba? So, yun yung point ko. So, yun yung susundin natin since we will be creating our own policy. Yes. As to the voting rights naman po, since nakapangalan lang sa'yo, let's say 5 property, isa lang. Hindi mo pwedeng mag-represent ng isa mong bahay is yung asawa mo, pangatlong bahay yung anak mo, yung pang-apat na bahay mo, pinsan, and so on and so forth. So, isang voting right lang po. So, sa membership lang tayo, membership fee lang na kung ako masusunod at kung tayo masusunod, since this is our law, this is gonna be our policy, isa lang ang bayad. Eh, since nagbayad na tayo lahat, so wala na. Diba? So, kumbaga, moot and academic na siya, tama?
Kaso lang sir, ang ano ko lang din dyan, ang concern is, halimbawa, hindi na lang ako magbabayad ng monthly dues dun sa ibang properties ko. Kasi yung isang bahay ko is updated. However, yung iba is delinquent. I will not be delinquent if my other house is updated.
Pero po, let's say may 3 property ka, yung isa titirhan mo, sinong titira sa dalawa?
Halimbawa nga po nakamag-anak or
Well,
kakaupahan, ganun.
they can be adopted as part of the homeowners association and they would have to pay. Kasi may nakatira na unless walang nakatira siguro, ikaw lang.
Kahit sa ibang home.
Oo. Lessee or legal occupant. So they will be entitled, they will be subjected to whatever policy of the association we have. Tama po?
Yun lang po.
Hello.
Klaro na po ba? So, kung ako tatanungin membership fee, kahit na 10 ang bahay ko, isa lang babayaran ko. Eh, since nga, nagbayad na tayo prior to the creation of bylaws, so wala tayong magagawa. So, moving on, kung may mga susunod tayong mga, member na hindi pa nagbabayad ng membership fee at gusto magpa-member sa atin, well, yun na yung policy natin.
Ate, di mo dinala yung
Ikaw?
tripod.
Thank you. Okay.
Nakangawit.
Any more clarifications po? Okay. Let's proceed to Article 4, Fees and Dues, Section 12. The membership fee. Every member of the association shall pay the amount of, if you will notice, blank po yan. So we will input 1,800 as provided doon sa contract to sell natin. Section 13, association or maintenance dues. So monthly association or maintenance dues of blank. Yes po.
Sir, yung membership po per year yon?
Hindi po.
Once lang.
Yes po.
Once.
Opo.
Pero hindi naman yun yung monthly dues.
Hindi po.
Hindi
Ito
po.
po yung didiscuss kayo. Section 13 po, yung association and maintenance dues. So, in layman's term, yung monthly dues. So, monthly association or maintenance dues of blank. So, we will determine.
Since medyo usaping financial ito, medyo, alam natin na maraming maraming issues tayo ngayon, especially sa estado ng mga buhay natin. So, we will discuss this on the later part para wag tayong magtagal dito. Para at least briefly ma-discuss natin lahat at maging aware tayo sa bylaws natin. I know association maintenance dues, this is gonna be a little bit challenging for all of us kasi determine natin kung ano ang mga babayaran natin at kung magkano ang kaya nating bayaran based on realistic expenses ng isang ganitong kalaking subdivision. So medyo nag-iisip pa kayo, medyo magkano kaya yan? 1,500? Hindi po. Personally, sinabi ko naman nag-meeting kami na we will make it affordable at this time. So we will identify kung ano yung present need muna. Later on, kung talagang hindi kaya, then, we can eventually, magdagdag ng konti kung talagang hindi kaya. But for now, tingnan muna natin kung ang realistic na kailangan natin. Alright? So, lay on the matter muna natin section, on the table, yung section 13, association maintenance. Alright.
So, Article 5, Section 16, regular or annual meetings. The annual or regular meeting of members shall be held at the principal office of the association or at the place determined by the board on every second week of October of each year. The election of the members of the election committee shall also be held during the annual meeting. Written notice or regular or annual meeting stating the date, time, place of the meeting shall be sent to all members personally through registered or electronic email or any available means not less than 14 days before the date set for such meeting and shall be posted at the bulletin board of the association and other conspicuous place in the community. So, mag-acquire pa tayo ng bulletin board. Special meetings, sige, okay na to, quorum. Section 19, proxies, important to. Any member may be represented by proxy in all meetings as long as the proxy is duly authorized by the member. So we require an authorization letter for that. Signed. Proxy shall be in writing, signed by the member, and presented to the association secretary before such meeting unless otherwise provided in the proxy. Each shall be valid only for meeting for which it is intended for. So, kung ano lang yung meeting na inassign for that proxy, yun lang yung pwede natin na. Hindi pwedeng isang authorization, lahat ng meeting siya na atin. Proxy shall be valid and effective for a period no longer than 3 years at any one time unless earlier provoked by the member. Annual statements, minutes, order of business. Order of business. The order of business at all meetings of the members shall be as follow. Proof of service of notice of meeting, determination of quorum, reading and approval of the minutes of previous annual meeting, report of the president and the treasurer of the association, unfinished business, election of the members of the elected committee, other matters, and adjournment. Article 6, Board of Trustees, Directors. The Board of Trustees, Directors, the powers of the association shall be exercised, all business conducted and all of its property controlled and held by the board elected from among the members in good standing. The board shall have the power to elect, appoint, or remove the officer of the association. So duties and responsibilities of the board, regularly maintain an accounting system using generally accepted accounting principles and keep books of accounts which shall be open for inspection to any homeowners and duly authorized representative of government agency upon request during reasonable business days. Collect reasonable fees, dues and assessment that may be provided by this bylaws and approved by the majority of the members of the association. Collect reasonable charges for assessments. Propose measures to raise funds, undergo a free orientation by the DHSUT discharge the duties and responsibilities provided for in these bylaws. To have working knowledge of the statutory and regulatory requirement affecting the association, adopt a system of internal checks and balances, exercise such other powers and may necessary and proper for accomplishment of the purpose of which the association was organized. So, the composition of the board. The board shall be composed of 10 elected members of the association. In no case shall lessees and proxies shall become part of the board. Qualifications of trustees or directors and officers. A must be a Filipino citizen. B must be at legal age. C must be a member in good standing as of 3 months prior to the date of the election. D must be a homeowner or purchaser of a house and lot or lot in the subdivision, village as certified by the association secretary or in default thereof by a member of good standing having personal knowledge of his residency and must physically resides in the subdivision. E has not been convicted of final judgment of an offense involving moral turpitude.
Clear po tayo sa qualifications of Board of Directors and Trustees. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, ang problema ko ay ako ang talagang may-ari ng bahay. Kaya lang, pinangalan lang namin sa anak ko kasi we are not entitled sa pag-ibig. Eh siya lang yung pwedeng mag-member o ano tawag doon? Siya lang yung pwedeng qualified para sa payment. Paano pag palagi na lang a-attend? Hihingi ako palagi ng authorization. At saka pag hindi na ako binigyan ng authorization, paano na kami?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
by law po kasi, ang entitled lang to become a part of the board and to be elected as
Yes.
part of the executive board is the legal or the legitimate
Hindi naman
owner.
ako after dyan eh.
Opo.
Yun lang pong yung sinasabi nyo kanina.
Yung sa pag-a-attend po.
Yes.
Okay lang ma'am, magkakanta, hindi naman tayo parating magkakandak ng meeting lahat, no? So by if you know, if there is a need, we will notify naman ahead of time para makapag-secure kayo ng ng authorization, or hindi naman po ganun kami magiging bookish or maging ganun ka technical na dapat talaga bawat meeting natin may authorization tayo. So this is just for formality, pero if you are really identified naman as talagang legal occupant and living in that particular unit, so why would we require you a letter of authorization? This is just actually to ma-avoid yung mga may mga magte-take advantage na hindi naman talaga doon, so hindi natin talaga kilala. So yun yung mga na-require natin talaga, pero don't worry ma'am.
So, election in term office, we determined it at 2 years max. So, 2 years until their successor are elected and qualified. So, yung mga iboboto nyo ngayon, they will have a 2-year term. Third, may question po ba? Any objections or questions for that? So, as DHSUD policy, maximum term of office is 2 years lang. So, we relied on that na lang. So, medyo yung 1 year kasi, medyo maikli siya. Especially pagka meron mga projects na kailangan tapusin. Unless otherwise, same pa rin naman, re-elected naman. So,
On that note, since sinagad namin yung term of office ng mga officers, if you see any let's say mismanagement, no, or may mga abuse of authority or whatever, may right po kayo to petition for re-election or mag-file po kayo ng formal complaint sa DSUD, Department of Human Settlement and Urban Settlement and Development, ayun. So Okay na po tayo? 2-year terms, wala naman po objection. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning po sa ating lahat. Pwede po kayong mag-request. Sa lahat po ng interim natin, gusto po naming malaman yung background ng bawat members. Hindi lang ng bawat officers, especially po yung executive officers. Kailangan po naming malaman, hindi naman from top to foot, para lang po may knowledge din ang mga homeowners kung qualified ba or kung may knowledge ka ba sa ganyang posisyon. Yun lang po at ako po kasi as a homeowners, I decided to file as a board of directors. By the way, I'm Janice Perlado Sipat po, one of the homeowners of Block 14. Ngayon napansin ko po, meron po kasi tayong group, tama po ba? But I think 50% lang po yata ang nandoon. Since hindi po tayo kilala, from the executive board ng interim, minsan yung ating mga admin hindi rin kilala, I will suggest na magpakilala po tayo isa-isa para po mas ma-encourage natin ang bawat isa na iboboto ko to kasi karapat dapat to. Iboboto ko to kasi may knowledge to. And by laws, syempre, yung knowledge ng bawat individual, magkakaroon ng idea ang bawat isa. Kumbaga, ibinoto ko tong president na to kasi may knowledge siya. Ma-manage siya ng maganda ang community natin. Yun lang po. Okay lang po ba yun, President?
Maraming salamat.
Okay, para the benefits of homeowners. Kasi hindi tayo pwedeng magsusulat lang eh. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-schedule lang na eto ang papel, isulat mo ang pangalan niyan. Kailangan natin makilala ang mga executive boards. From executive boards to board of directors. Para po may alam sila na may knowledge yung taong ito. And para din yung mga concern ng bawat individual, hindi lang sa opisina mapupuntahan. Halimbawa, kilala niyo yung president. Pag wala sa office si president, pwede nating sadyain sa bahay nang walang disappointment at saka na-encourage tayo ng maayos. Yun lang po at maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Hello. Marami pong salamat, ma'am. Yes, we will have a time to present all candidates, not just the interim, kasi ayaw po namin magpakilala ngayon isa-isa. Although, kailan talaga kami ang mag-present ngayon kasi ayaw naman namin na, ma-tag as nag-electioneering, or taking advantage of the situation dahil wala namang iba mag-volunteer. So, mamaya po, may program tayo. So, right now, nasa stage tayo ng presentation of bylaws and ratification. And then, we will have the budget presentation or the operational expenditures for 2023. Then after that, we will have presentation of election guidelines. Once we have adopted our bylaws, magko-convene po ang election committee. So sa election committee, sila ang present ng HOA election guidelines, tatanggap na sila ng filing of candidacies, and then presentation of candidates. Nasa program po natin yung presentation of candidates. So at this time, nasa bylaws po tayo para pinaka-importante sa organization natin. So, ayun. Thank you, ma'am.
Sige po, I'll skip on the salient points na lang on the bylaws para mabilis na tayo. So, for the Section 38 compensation, the members of the board shall serve without compensation. However, reasonable expenses incurred by the board in connection with official activities may be reimbursed upon the presentation of receipts and other documentary evidences in support of such claims. So, ang pagtakbo po sa Board of Directors ay wala pong sweldo. So, puro Section 38. So, ano po tayo? Kawang-gawa po tayo, and for the benefit, ang ating vision and ang ating mission is for the benefit of the community lang. Wala pong pera dito. Wala po tayong pera, sa totoo lang. Okay? Article 7, definition of officers. So, you can just browse through it na lang po. no, para mabilis po tayo. Again, Section 41, inulit po, the officers of the association who are not part of the board may receive such honoraria as may be determined by the board. So, again, yung officers, wala po silang sweldo, but meron po tayong mga members na part ng siguro mga committees, we can give honoraria for that. Kasi for example, yung mga pamasahe nila, gano'n, allowance lang naman po. Okay? So, hindi ko na po di-discuss each officers, no? So, para mabilis tayo. Standing committees, we have 9 committees. So, Election Committee, Grievance Committee, Audit Committee, Environment Committee, Livelihood Committee, Maintenance Committee, Peace and Order, Kasambahay Affairs Committee. So, Social and Cultural Affairs Committee. So, election. Ito yung importante, gagawin natin. Sorry. For that sections po, meron po tayong any comments, suggestions, and other violent reactions po? Standing committees natin, interim committees.
Yung nanditong standing committees, ito po yung mga basic committees for now. So later on, pwede tayong mag-identify, pwede tayong mag-create ng additional committee. So, wala namang pinagbabawal na mag-create tayo. And you can be appointed as member or even a committee chair for a particular committee, let's say sa sports or sa environment. So, any one of us, any one of you, if, hindi tatakbo as part ng board, so you can be appointed as part of the committee.
Hindi.
So, okay na po tayo, clear na tayo sa mga committees po.
Binidyo ko na lang.
So lastly, ito yung last salient point ng bylaws natin. It's the election. Okay? So Section 52, holding of elections. Election for the members of the board shall be held on 3rd week of November of each year. So okay naman po tayo doon. We adopt na lang po kung ano yung starting natin ngayon. Calling off an election, only the incumbent board or through the president are authorized to call the election in accordance with the bylaws. Section 54, quorum of election. At all election, there must be or votes cast by majority of the associate members present either in person or by proxy, 50% plus 1 of members in good standing present or in person or by proxy shall constitute the quorum during the election. Proxies in election, member in good standing may vote in person or by proxy in all election of trustees directors. Proxies shall be in writing as discussed kanina, signed by the member and submitted to the election committee in accordance with the schedule as set by the election committee. Postponement or failure of election when a regular or special election cannot be held or conducted due to lack of candidates or the number of qualified candidates did not reach a number as to constitute majority of the entire board or for any other serious cause such as violence, terrorism, force majeure, and other analogous causes of such a nature that the holding of a free, orderly, and honest election should become impossible. The election committee shall postpone the election and call another election within the period of 30 days from the initial date of the election or the cessation of the cause of such postponement of election. Holdover, Section 57, where there is justified failure to elect a new set of directors and a cause of such failure persists after a second election is called, the incumbent board shall be allowed to continue in a holdover capacity until their successor are elected and qualified for the next term. So, Section 58, election protest. Election protest shall be in writing and must be filed before the election committee within 5 days after the proclamation of the winning candidates. So, the rest of the articles are just miscellaneous provisions you can just go through it na lang po para mas maintindihan niyo. Okay? So that is the last article that we will